Welcome back, everybody, to the Homonymous Podcast. What is this, 21? Episode 21.
We've lost count at this
21.
point.
21. Here we go.
We can count.
I know, right? Kind of. We can kind of count. So we figured we'd give you guys one last podcast inside the dorm for this semester here in Nebraska until we come back. And we'll be back with more episodes. We promise we'll be more consistent this time.
Yeah.
We promise.
We got busy.
Yeah.
It happens.
Finals coming up. We do apologize. I know. Actually, we've been kind of on a streak, so we've done one episode at the end of the month every month.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like you just have to do what's like realistically viable at this point.
Exactly. And then, you know, once everything kind of gets in a situation where we're comfortable, we'll start getting guests. We've been trying to get guests going for a while, so we have a few people lined up.
That's been a big thing too.
Yeah, just finding guests and stuff.
I know like 5 people here, so
yeah,
it's like kind of hard to like, hey, let's get some new people on. It's like,
exactly.
Well, I don't know anyone, so
yeah. And then over the Christmas break, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do some Zoom calls with some more people that we usually can't reach on like in the dorm kind of basis. So look forward to that. Ethan, how's your day, buddy?
It's good. I just went to work and working on a basketball video that's going to play. Like the intro video. I don't know if anyone will see it, though, because just like the other 2 football videos that I made for the intro to their stadium, it's like no one's in the stands.
That sucks.
So my boss was kind of like, if you want to do this, I'll give you some hours, and like, we'll play it, but just, fair warning, like no one is going to see it.
Dang, man. That
okay.
Sucks. That sucks.
It's sad.
Yeah, so we've had, our finals this week, and that's it. I have a exam Wednesday at 7:30.
I was hearing about that.
Oh, it's going to suck.
Dude.
It's going to suck. Anyways, you want to introduce our guest?
Yes. Our guest is actually a returning guest. We have Jordan Litten with us today, also known as J Lit. It's lit.
It's lit. Pleasure to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Well, something that we can talk about, I guess, right off the bat is, obviously, if anyone's listened before, you're a videographer for the Husker football team.
Indeed.
Or what's your official title?
I have no idea.
Like creative media?
I
know
that's what it's called.
Yeah. My boss is the director of creative.
Mm-hmm.
So I...
Shout out to Aura.
Shout out to Aura, yes.
Diffuse. Hashtag diffuse.
So I don't know. I just call myself a creative. I just say I'm a camera boy.
Yeah, because it's photo, too. So it's kind of all like editing, video shooting.
What do they call you? What do the football players call you again?
Camera bitch.
Camera bitch. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, that's an official title.
Yeah. You redeem that.
Yes. They officially refer to me as camera bitch.
Ah, lovely.
Nice.
Lovely. So, why don't you tell us about like what you do? Obviously, we know you're creative, but what does that entitle?
Right. So, we're... How many games? 4 games in now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 4 games in now.
Flying by.
2 away, 2 home. Right now, my daily workflow is just shooting the game, looking through all the footage that we have from the game, pushing stuff out to social media to recruits, everything like that. Make sure everybody can get a feel for the Nebraska football program and what it's like there. And that's really what it's been so far.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Has it been challenging so far with COVID and everything? Or has it kind of not changed from your standpoint, I guess? You have not much to compare it to, but I guess from regular, shooting games beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to say the biggest thing is just, again, like you said, this is my first year here. But comparing it to, like, previous experiences, like in high school, Texas high school football, everybody knows it's just different.
It's crazy.
They sell out stands. They have 20,000 people there. The state games last year, they had like 40,000, which is insane.
Yeah,
and that was
high
at
school football.
AT&T Stadium,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
You were there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Were you there?
No, I was working.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
You were at the Duncanville Southlake game, though, at McKinney ISD, right?
Yeah, I worked that game.
Yeah. See,
that
game was crazy, too.
I met you there. You didn't, I said hi to you, but I don't think you know who I was, honestly, because I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I knew of you, but I don't think you recognized me when I said something to you. I was eating something. I was like, whoa. And you're like, hey. And I was just like, oh, shit. Like, I don't think he even heard what I said.
It's a great first impression.
Yeah, it was funny. But that was a crazy game, dude.
Yeah, it was.
That was fun.
And games are so crazy. They're so hectic. Like, things are going on like that. So many things are going on. I try and do my best to capture everything and interacting with people and everything. It gets crazy. So, things fly by. But going back to Nebraska football, I would say, the biggest difference is just not having fans there. You know what I mean? Because that's just like one less thing that you record. Like that was like a big thing for me in high school. Was I always wanted to record the fans and get the fans involved and show like what the atmosphere was like.
So they're like part of the team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like the fans and the crowds and the stands and everything gives like a good it gives a good feel to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Of like what Nebraska is too.
Exactly.
I mean
that's a huge
the
part
sea
of
of red is an essential part to this. Like this state. Like on game days, it's the most populous city in the state.
Yeah, exactly. And like and I've never experienced that. I've never been to a Nebraska game, so everyone just tells me how crazy it is, and like or always tells me, he's like, every time that they do the tunnel walk, he's like, I cry every time we do the tunnel walk.
He said they cry. He cried.
Yeah, I'm sure he was joking. He said that he feels like crying every time he does the tunnel walk, and he just runs out to the fans, like the sold out stadium and everything. It's just crazy.
I can't imagine what that's like. Just like
that's what I'm saying.
Oof. Dude, I want to shoot something like that with a 12 millimeter that I have. I feel like that would be so immersive because it's like that point of view that you get when you just walk out those gates. Because I did it, recently, and I was just like thinking about like it flashing to a full stadium. I'm just like, holy shit, like
and that's like the creative side to like at least you two. I'm not very experienced in it, but like going and just like visualizing what a video could be. That's a big part of your guys' job.
Doing the gimbal walk, just with no camera though. You're just like, okay, women, pan up.
Yeah, this last game was my first gimbal walk.
Oh really?
Yeah, the first home game I went handheld with it, and none of the footage was usable just because it was so shaky. Yeah,
that 1DX don't have that IBIS.
Yeah, but this past game I was on a gimbal, and then it looked phenomenal. It was crazy.
Awesome.
It's like Aura with he does a lot of wide angle gimbal stuff. Yeah, that's what I've noticed.
And we had the juxtaposition, so he was on the 35 and I was on an 85. So a lot of my stuff was tight, and like I got like the facial expressions on the players like right before they ran out. It would look really good.
That buttery and then the slow mo too.
Yep.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
I look through you guys' footage a lot when I make the football videos. I'm like, I know they got some good shit.
Yeah.
The depth of field is just that's what I need because I don't like making videos. That's what I realized when I was like an early videographer. I was like, what is different about my videos compared to like other people's? Like very basic. And I was like, there's no depth of field.
Right.
I was like, that to me, like it kind of overused a lot, like people.
But it's also an essential part of a good video.
Yeah, some people say, like, I don't know if you've seen some creative directors from like other sports organizations are like stop shooting at 1.4, like shoot at like 3.5 or 2.8. I'm like, why? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I think that sports is just so fast paced and stuff like that like at some point you just really don't notice it. Yeah. But for the feel that I know that and I go for it when it comes to our videos like that, we try to go for the more cinematic, and we go more slow. So it takes time for people to like notice things like that. Yeah. So when you look at our stuff and it's slow and it's cinematic, and then like having the buttery background and the blurry background with the depth of field, it immerses you even more.
That's one of those things that we talk about and notice and can dissect, but people who are watching, they can't really put their finger on it, right? But they know that there's a difference, and that's kind of like. Overall, it's like as long as you're communicating what you want to, that's fine.
I mean, that's why this the program that you're part of is like one of the like top social media programs in the country, right?
I don't want to chew my own horn.
I mean, you got to think about all of the other like social media teams that put out these videos and stuff like that. There's nobody else that I can think of that does it at the output rate. Like you guys put out way more content than everybody else. That I've seen.
Like 2 videographers and photographers and like, was it like 3 graphics people?
Yeah, 1 full-time graphics guy, and then they have a staff of students that.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few actually.
But like I don't know the best words. Like the way that you guys put out way more than like everybody else,
and it's quality too. Exactly. I think that's a big thing. Is a lot of college teams will just crank out like random stuff. It looks like they haven't even color graded it yet. I'm like. I would not feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah, so that's something that the program and stresses a lot is just quality over quantity. Yes. So I would have to disagree that we post more than everybody else, but I would agree that
I just meant like consistently.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think that like when we take our times with things and we really push quality over quantity because we think that like a long piece of content versus like a lot of short pieces is better. because like one long piece of content that tells a story we feel is more powerful and more telling of a program than just like a couple short pieces.
Like people loved that video that Aura put out. I loved it. That video,
yeah, like the 9-minute
recap.
Documentary.
I was like, dude, that's awesome.
That was
and
awesome.
Twitter was like, he uploaded it to Twitter too, and it was the full, because usually there's a cap on that stuff too, which is that's nice to have, I guess, for you guys.
Right.
But yeah, I noticed something. You mentioned like the amount of times that you post compared to like, how that plays a role in what you consider to be good. I like that Skull Sparks. You know them?
Yes.
They talk about the interaction. It's like a graph. You know, I don't know if you've seen this, Alex, but it's a graph of the interactions per post versus how much they post on like game week or game day even sometimes. Okay. And there's stuff like Nebraska was on the lower side of the posting rate, but they had good interactions, like above average, I think it was. Okay. And then like, Ohio State they posted like a ton and they still had really good interactions too. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's Ohio State, so they're, whatever they do will get likes, but
you're doing more for less. Essentially,
to a point, and I think that a lot
other way around, wouldn't it be? You're
less
doing
for
less
more.
for more.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I meant like you're getting more out of less.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it goes to the fans. Like really, the best fans in the country. Like a big part of it is them, and a large tribute is to them, and their continued support of a lot of the stuff that we put out, and they're really like the best fans in the country. They really are.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I might be biased to that sometimes because I haven't seen anything else really, But it's like. It seems pretty true,
Yeah.
Like if you look at it.
Like I follow a few different social media accounts for like different colleges and stuff like that.
Yay. We're like,
but at the same time, like I also follow a lot of smaller schools because like I follow Syracuse because I was gonna go there. I mean they're pretty good, but they're more of like live production. That's their big stuff.
Right.
Or like I follow UNLV who does some pretty cool stuff, but it's not at the level of Nebraska. I follow like Oregon does some good stuff, but again,
we play about Oregon.
Yeah.
Dude. I like Oregon stuff. They're pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
Bro, I worship Harris, bro. Every time I edit a football video, I'm on his website. Like just looking, like what did he just detail, like looking, what made the difference for this video? I'm really trying to pick up on that stuff.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He has some of the most immersive stuff that I've watched over and over and over again. Even if it's like not.
He's at Oregon, you said?
Yeah, he used to work with Aura.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then he got hired just this year, right?
Yeah,
at Oregon.
I'm pretty sure.
Awesome.
He started this summer, I believe.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
So
I think like the only ones that I've seen that can even compare to like what we do here at Nebraska is Oregon and Texas Tech. Like Texas Tech's programs are on another level.
Yeah, Texas Tech has. I know their student media interns and everything is like off the chains. They have like 10 student videographers from my understanding.
Yeah, they have a lot.
Yeah, because when I was first trying to decide where to go to college, they were on my list, and then how it got explained to me is that they just have a lot of student videographers that do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So
there's that one guy, Tanner Fowler, I think is his name.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's got the very good cinematography.
Yeah, he's a
nice
stud.
camera.
He's a stud,
dude. Yeah, what else? We were talking about this earlier, like schools that we like with their media. And I there was one that I forgot to mention that was high on my list. And I might go on Twitter right now and see if I can find it.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
I don't know. There's a couple. Like, what would you say are your top 3 aside from, obviously, like Nebraska?
Top 3 kind of put me on the spot. I'm sorry. Let me
no,
think.
You're good. Because I think, honestly, there was that one video Ohio State they're hit and miss for me. Because like we've talked about, we don't like when they do videos with like memes incorporated into them.
Right.
I feel like that takes me out of it. I'm like, leave that for the mentions. Like people can reply that,
Now, no, we're not talking about social media strictly. We're talking about their video aspect.
Well,
or are we talking about social media too?
I don't know if they use memes just
because
on their own. They put them in videos.
Gotcha. Yeah. Another example of that is like the Sacramento Kings. I think they have the best social media page in all of professional sports.
Interesting.
Because
you talked about this.
The way they interact with their fans is by making memes about themselves even when they lose.
Yeah, there's a lot of different strategies to do that, you know?
There really is. I think that the one thing that I just don't like is when like the team's social media doesn't fit the brand.
Yes.
Because I think that's what we do a good job at Nebraska is that we keep everything that we try and keep everything on brand and with Nebraska football. So when you think of Nebraska football, like You
That's
watch
what
this
comes to
video
mind.
and you think about Nebraska football, they don't conflict.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like when I think about like professional sports and I see like a professional sports team tweet something and I'm like, would the head coach or the GM or like the owner like be okay with this tweet?
Yeah.
And if I'm like no, then that's when I don't like it.
I
Like-
think that might be the case with the Kings then.
Like, here's an example. Like, when they drafted Ty Helberton out of Iowa State in the first round, which was an absolute steal in the draft. But this is what they post when they said, "Hey Ty, what's your jersey number going to be?" 0. And they posted from Holes. 0. So then that's what he's going to wear. And they go down and they like. I mean, the draft was what, last Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wait, hold
They're
on,
a
hold on.
professional sports team and they have 6,000 views.
Wait, yeah, that's not good. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well, you gotta think about it. It's also the Kings.
I mean,
How many followers do they have?
yeah.
This is their Instagram is off the chains.
Yeah, I think they're two different platforms with two different audiences.
Million.
They have 1 million followers and they have
What?
5,000 views.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Let me look up their Instagram.
And that's, I was going to say, like, yeah, you know, it's kind of whatever route you want to take because
Yes.
maybe their interactions are really good because they're pandering to that audience, you know, and they're really
Right.
trying to get interactions. But that's not the case.
Yeah, and I feel like that's where it rubs me the wrong way. Is I feel like inserting memes to an extent, it just feels like pandering to an extent.
Yeah.
Like there's this one GIF I always like think of whenever I see something like that, and it's just like that old dude with like a skateboard, and it's like,
I knew you
hey,
were
how do you
gonna
do,
say
fellow kids?
Yes.
And okay, I just want to preface this. This is coming from an 18-year-old freshman in college student who has not experienced the professional industry or the collegiate industry for long, and I'm sure they have a reason for doing what they do. This is just my reasoning for not putting memes in my video.
To be
That's
fair,
fine. That's fine.
to be fair, it's not like that's not something out of your ability though, too. So it's something
Right.
that you've understood how to do. So it's
Right.
kind of like, you know, especially with a personal brand too, not even a completely different organization.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's, I trust you in that sense because it's like, I don't know. But then, you know, on the other hand, Ohio State made that one video that was super good and it had like 1 million views and it had no memes in it.
Yeah.
And it was just about the team and their values and how hard they're working.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the night before the Nebraska game.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was like, that was a really good video. And
Mhm.
I wish they would do more of those. But they have a really talented team too.
Yeah, no, they do.
Oh,
They do a lot.
I know. I remember. It was South Carolina, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Justin
South Carolina
Justin
is
Law.
good.
Definitely.
He's a stud.
Yes.
He's insane.
And
Yeah.
because they do like beyond video stuff. You know, they're doing like motion, like VFX in the middle
Yeah,
of
yeah,
a
yeah.
hype
Oh,
video.
dang.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like the one video. What was it? I think it was like the first day of pads, and he like zoomed into a jersey, and, like went through a jersey and shoulder pads, and then pops back out. It's
Yes,
insane.
dude. That's like
Yeah.
those. It's like a travel. You know those travel videos,
Yep. Yeah.
but in a football video,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And then I think when Justin Law first got there, he put together a video, and it was just like a super cinematic video of the campus and the stadium and everything.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the sound design on it was amazing, and it really showed the culture of where they were.
Right.
And I was like, that was sick.
Yeah, and I think, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure he comes from Ohio State, and I don't know if Justin puts memes in his video. I don't know why I'm fixated on this, but we're gonna go back to it.
No, I agree.
I don't know if he put memes in his video at Ohio State, but Ohio State puts memes in their video, and then he goes to South Carolina, and South Carolina doesn't. All I'm saying is that
Coincidence?
they have to do it tastefully and make sure that it fits their brand that they want to pursue.
Unless like something funny happens, you know?
Yes, like the
yes.
Step Brothers one,
Yes.
the Step Brothers one that we did.
See, that
That was
good.
funny.
That was
That
good.
was good.
But
Yeah.
if you're trying to get like a reaction shot, you know, like it was, I think it was when they announced that the season was coming back in a different video. They used like
Yeah.
a Michael Scott thing, and I know you love The Office. You watch it like every day, and I
Yeah.
fucking love The Office too. But it was like, what? Why did I just see that in the
Mhm.
Ohio State video? Like, okay, I'm
Here's an example.
thinking about that now.
From the Kings.
Where he throws it at him.
Yeah.
That's a funny video. Though.
Bro, they just turned into a meme page. It's literally just a meme.
Yeah, literally, they
Yes.
talk about it all the time. Like, look at this. This is what they said when we post memes, when we post anything else. And they used the Derek Carr meme from Sunday Night Football. So, like, they're relevant.
Yeah.
And like, I would almost just rather see that from a meme account when when the Kings post memes when
Yes.
the Kings don't post memes. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I
like
feel
they
you
do
should
it.
let other people
Well,
do
like
that.
I mean, I think it's cool. Like whenever they lose too, they
What do they?
it's been a while since they've lost.
But again, do you think the head coach is like, yes, please go make fun of us on Instagram? Probably
Right.
not.
He's playing in the locker room. Like,
I think
trying to
about
talk
it.
to him.
It's a basketball. It's a basketball team too. It's not like football where everybody is well known in like basketball. It's less people, so it's a little bit more lighthearted and stuff like that. You understand where I'm coming from?
I
though?
understand. I understand how basketball can be more lighthearted. I would say it's just because they play so many games.
Okay, and that's fair.
I mean, like, do you think that? What about it is more lighthearted?
I just think because they can interact with the fans and because they actually like the fans enjoy this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They have that staple for like. Here's one.
I think basketball versus. Wait, sorry, I'm gonna let this go.
Okay, that's not a good example. But like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah. Old man.
Be quiet. Leave me alone.
But no, basketball versus football is interesting because you think about who's the best player in basketball, and like maybe two people come to mind right now, and then you think about who's the best player in football, you can't even categorize it.
Yeah, there's too many different things, too many roles to play.
Yeah,
Because like anyone on a team can be a leader, in any regard. Like a lineman, like Colin Miller, he's a lineman.
No, he's not. He's a linebacker.
Or a linebacker, and he's a captain. Or it's like it could be a quarterback. In most cases, it is a quarterback. And the and like the head of things, at least from what I've seen. But like in basketball, they all kind of play very similar roles. It seems like.
Well, I think that's off topic. It's kind of interesting. I watched a video the other day, like why basketball players get paid so much more than
that's what I was about to get into.
NFL players do.
Yeah,
because there's less people on the team.
Mm-hmm.
You think about like it's what 5 starters and like 6 on the bench.
That's such a small roster.
So that's like an offense on an NFL field, but if they all play defense,
and then
there were no subs,
the second and third strings for each of those 11 people.
Exactly.
On that one side.
And it's even with baseball too.
Yeah.
Because with baseball, you have all of those. You have 11 players. It's 11, right? Or is it 9? 9. So you have 9 players on the field at all times. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
We can count. But because they have those 9 players and they have all of these, they have so many different substitutes. Yes, it's more than football, but at the same time, baseball players are dispensable in a way because there's so many of them and there's so many different levels.
Yeah. What I'm trying to get more at like a brand aspect.
Yeah.
Like you can think of like LeBron James is so big because he's built his brand as the king. He's the best basketball player in the world, maybe ever. I'm not gonna get in. We could get into that. Ever? Best basketball player ever.
Yeah. I can't even tell. I don't even know to say if it's Jordan or LeBron.
I say it's both. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
okay, but then versus like Tom Brady, the biggest brand in football, arguably. I mean, I don't know who else would come to mind when you think of the biggest brand in football.
Yeah, he's the most decorated.
Yeah,
Probably.
Tom Brady, and then I think LeBron James just blows him out of the water because I think basketball can be a more individualized sport. Because I think LeBron can take over a basketball game more easily than Tom Brady can take over a football game.
I agree with you.
Because there's so many different factors.
Think about it. He could be playing the entire time. Tom Brady couldn't. He's off the field for half the time.
Yeah. Or like when Jimmy Butler played in the playoffs with the Heat. And I think it was game 7 or something, or game 6. He took 40-something seconds off in the entire game.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Is that the entire game?
What?
The game where that video blew up and when he went up for the layup and I don't know what happened, but he just went over and he just like laid his head down on that railing.
Exactly.
He was just exhausted.
Yes.
Yeah. I think basketball gives the players a bigger opportunity to shine in their own light, show their brand more individualized than football does. And really, I think a big factor to it as well is that they don't even. It's just because they don't wear a helmet.
Ooh, that's true.
You can see their face.
Yeah.
Personality to their like, what would you call it? Like their stature, I guess. You like see them. closer up.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
mean,
true.
you see LeBron on TV, and then you see his face, and then you see his profile picture on Instagram. You're like, oh yeah, that's the same person. And then you see OBJ in a helmet catching a pass, and then
You see somebody catching a pass. You don't see OBJ.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's OBJ, but
For those of you who know, but if you show someone who knows nothing about football or OBJ, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
so
Well, should we break down some of J-Lit's videos?
yeah. Getting back to it.
all right. Here is the first one. This is when did you post this one?
So, A Beautiful Day in Nebraska was November 5th. I want to say that's the week of the canceled Wisconsin game.
Yeah.
And that's, I think we posted that the Thursday
Okay.
leading up to Northwestern, if my memory is correct. Yeah, I walked into the office, and they're like, hey, we need a video on Thursday. I'm like,
Bet.
okay. Took me 2 days to figure out what I was going to do. And then I saw a tweet on Twitter, and it was like, it's 70 degrees in Nebraska in November. And I was like,
That was,
that's a good idea.
That's
right.
a good idea.
Here we go.
Beautiful day outside, Lincoln, Nebraska. Game week. Get it, baby.
Gotta end with the hair. flip.
I love the wind down too. Sick.
Yeah.
That
so
sounded like a
every-
banjo.
I don't even know what it was. It was like some country hip hop song. Every one of these practice videos, I got sick of doing the same thing, so I just wanted to do something different every one.
Yeah.
So I really thought it started with the music. So we're about to play the next two. We're gonna play. The one has no sound. The other one is like classical music.
Well, that classical one you showed me,
That's
that
like
one
a
is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
that you
And
made.
everything, I just wanted to be different. But with that video, it was all credit to Colin Miller. I walk up to him with the camera, and I'm like, it's a good day. It's a nice day outside. And he's like, oh, it is. Beautiful day in Nebraska. And just goes off talking about how nice it is.
Nice.
So it really just came together because of him. Shout out to him.
All right, now which one is this one?
So this is 3 days out from the first game of the season on October 21st. And this is one of the ones I'm like, okay, I'm getting tired of the same old practice videos. What can I do different? And I was like, I'm just not going to use any music. So I went super sound design heavy. And
Epidemic Sounds, right?
yeah, that's where I get all my stuff.
Oh, Epidemic Sound is so good.
It is.
I love this.
Yeah, that's where I get all my beats. I get all my sound effects. It's insane.
I've
And it's
wanted
like,
to use it for so long.
Yeah,
I've never gotten to use it.
yeah,
really
and it's only
nice.
like $10 a month. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure.
not
So
bad.
it's- yeah, it's worth it.
And you get like a free 3-month trial or something like that.
Yep.
Dude, I
That's
might have to
crazy.
sign up, just sign up for that.
Yeah.
I did that for the girls basketball video I made in high school. So here we go.
Let me guess. You wanted to record nat sound, but the 1DX Mark II does not record natural sound at 120 frames per second. So you recorded at 60 frames a second at 4K so that you could have nat sound?
Yep.
Well, look at that.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Be a carnival, one of those carnival guy that like guesses your weight or your birthday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Do you want to break that one down at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, that's just another practice video. I just went out and videoed.
Practice.
Yeah, practice. Try to get the best nat sound
Okay.
I could.
What was the sound with the football? Was it like a firework or
Dude, that's
something?
Alien whoosh.
No, it was like, it's called Whoosh Flang.
Ooh.
Yeah,
whoosh,
off
flang.
Epidemic. I don't know. I have no
Bro,
idea.
You have some, in that whoosh pack you gave me, there's some weird sounds.
Yeah, there is. There
I'm
is.
like, I'm not using this one. It's like,
I need to clean it out.
it's like, which Scream 3? I'm like, basically. Like, oh my God.
All right. Break this one down for us.
So this is the classical music one. I think that one can.
You can just speak for
Yeah,
itself.
you can speak for itself.
All right. Here we go. I love the beginning of this.
Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watch you go crazy.
Okay.
I got what you need.
Yeah.
Icing on the cake, right there.
Yeah.
That's that close-up, personal, getting to know these people,
Yeah,
the little
exactly.
things about them.
At the end, he looked so done.
Yes.
And he was just, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Oh,
like
man.
he's in the zone. And he's like, no.
Yeah, so that's October 9th, another practice video. Shout out to Sonia. She helped me shoot that practice. I know a couple of her shots are in there. The crazy interception was her shot.
That was a
good shot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she's a stud as well. So that one, it was, again, one of those just weird music vibes. It's classical and a trap beat put together. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But that came together like that. And then I had the clip of him walking down the tunnel singing, and I was like, this is good. Like, show people who Decap is.
Exactly.
He was getting in front of the camera, started singing in front of the camera, and shouts out to him. He brought that video together as well.
Did he say it's lit at the
So-
end?
No. It's part of the song. It was part of the lyrics. He was like,
I thought I heard it's lit.
he said, "Give me lit."
Okay,
Oh.
Get
okay.
me lit.
I got you.
That's
All right,
funny.
what's this next one? Break it down for us.
So this is for recruiting. Something that we're pushing is name, image, and likeness. So soon, college athletes will be able to make money off of their name, image, and likeness. And we just want to show that we're going to help these kids do it. So this is one of those ways that we did it, was through this video. And shout out to Alex and Ethan. They helped me record this. So it was just one of those things that they were like, we need to push that we're doing this, like come up with an idea. And then shout out to Ori. He helped me brainstorm. He gave me some good ideas. He pushed me. This was like our 4th version of the video, I think.
Yes,
Like,
it was.
Yeah, we went out and
Yeah.
recorded like 3 different nights in a row.
Yep.
It was
Good.
fun though.
Yeah,
That was
no,
fun.
I had a fun time.
Yeah.
So we just went around town videoing and
Lots of bridges.
lots of bridges.
I think we went on every single bridge in Lincoln.
Yes.
Like we could all, like go on.
We were on the hunt, bro.
Yeah. And then I think it came together quite well.
It
To
did.
be honest with you.
All right, let's
Yeah.
watch it.
Still can't believe that I got that shot of you stepping in the
puddle.
water. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no way.
Yeah. So-
And then, of course, like half of it, I was like running next to you. Like, Alex, get out of the shot. I was like, come on, we're going to get the train.
And we got the train.
we did, yeah. So we were
Ran.
recording on like a bridge, and then we go underneath the bridge because the train is walking by, and we're just sprinting him. We're like, come on, we
Well,
gotta get
that wasn't even the best part of the story.
Oh my
When the old guy was down there,
The homeless
the
guy?
homeless guy was down there. I don't
Okay.
even remember what he was
Wait,
doing.
Okay, so we were
Yeah, we
walking
gotta go from the
up.
beginning.
So we were shooting that shot on the bridge, and that was the Omaha bridge, the O Street Bridge.
the O Street Bridge.
And we were running towards the city.
Mhm.
We're like, okay, how can we get this without the train going? So we walk down from the bridge and we go underneath where you can, get kind of that path. And we go, and all of a sudden we see this wheelchair and we see this guy. And first thing you notice, he pulls up his pants.
Yeah.
So it's this guy butt naked, pulls up his pants because we're coming by. We don't say a thing. It smells horrible. It smelled like
Dude,
he
like that,
pooped
yeah.
or something died.
Yes.
It
Like
was
both.
so bad.
Dude.
So I think this comes in the conversation. Was he pooping or was he jacking off?
All of the above at the same time.
I don't.
Like, I don't even know.
I don't know.
Dude, and then we
I
were
felt
like,
bad for
we were
him.
like, we want to get a sunflower shot. Alec, go get a sunflower. So we made him go out into the grass with a bunch of like litter and like
Yeah.
possibly poop and jizz.
Yes.
Pick up a sunflower.
I
we didn't
could
even
have
use
stepped
it.
in poop.
Dude,
the
that was
heck?
funny though.
Yeah.
I was like, we went down there anyways, and then we saw that the train, or no, you're right. We saw the train first,
Uh-huh.
but then we realized that it was the end of it was coming.
Yeah.
So we were like sprinting
No,
to go do
go,
that.
go,
And
go.
the camera was shaking a ton, so I was like, "There's no way I got anything from that." And we look back, and it looks like super stable. I don't know if you
Yeah.
put like warp stabilizer on that.
If I did, it was
No.
like 1%. No,
Yeah.
it was good. It turned out
Okay,
really
so I
well.
was
Yeah,
like,
Ethan
dang.
killed it. Ethan was videoing. I was running, and
I was the idea guy.
what?
I was the idea guy.
Yeah,
Concept. You were the set design. You were
That's
like,
right.
"Which bridges should we go to?"
yeah. And then we were running, and I was like, a puddle. Get my feet. He's stepping in the puddle. And then at first I thought he didn't get it, and I was like, damn. And I
Yeah.
went back through and I saw it.
Oh,
It was
Quick.
perfect.
Yes,
Perfect.
right.
Yes.
And what was that? We went on that other bridge next to Pinnacle Bank where I rode the penny board.
The Lincoln Bridge.
down
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Oh, no, that's the old,
Yeah.
the old,
I was
the
going going
pedestrian
fast.
bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I was
Yes.
so scared I was gonna drop the camera every shot, dude. Because I was gaining speed, you know,
Yes.
and just like holding it upside down, like trying to
Yes.
get the shot at the same time.
Oh
Bro,
my
I
God.
I
scary.
think I have that video.
Oh, really?
I think I do.
You might.
Let
If
me
you can
check.
find that, you
Let
might have to like put that in or something, because
Mm.
that was funny. And those shots actually look pretty cool, but it was just like
Yeah.
I don't feel like there was enough really going on in the shot like we had.
Yeah,
with
and
these
it was
other
pretty
ones.
dark.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, let
But
me.
yeah, those came together so well. Like just the setting, the foreground and the background with the train moving in
Yes.
it, and the city in the back. It came together really well.
Or knew what he wanted. That's for sure. He was like,
Yeah.
nope, no,
Yeah,
he's
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
All right,
Oh, you have it?
I do have
Dude,
it. You ready?
that's funny as hell.
Wait, we gotta.
I was like, all right, let me get speed. Oh, is that where it ends?
Yeah, because you told me get the board, get the board.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you
Get the
jumped out.
camera, get the camera.
Yeah, bro. I was like, catch me. Wait. Show that other picture that you took of me. The panorama. Wait, swipe over
So-
one more time. Yeah. But I look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh my God, bro.
We were trying to do something cool with like the panorama, bro. That was so funny.
Yes. Oh my
That was
God.
good times.
That-
like
yeah.
That
honestly.
was a good. that
we're
was a
gonna
good couple
remember
nights.
that for
Yes.
like
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
That was fun. So
And then what did we had? What, like one or two other videos?
I'm trying to get it to connect. There we go. Okay. Sweet. All right. Go ahead and break this one down for us.
So this is the travel day to Northwestern. So second game of the year, travel day. It was the Friday before the game. It's just everyone getting on the plane. Us trying to show what the players are wearing. Show like the mood around the team and everything like that, and them getting on the plane. Just let people know what's going on. Let people know we're on the way to the away game, and let everyone know we're good.
All right. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
I like the music in that one.
Very classy.
Yeah.
Get on a jet.
Getting on a jet. Yes. So what is the workflow like with those travel videos? Because obviously you're not at your home base. You know, you got your like laptop and stuff. So
Yeah, so it's me with the camera handheld, shooting them getting on the plane, and then once I feel like I've gotten enough shots and I've gotten a good amount of footage, and I got the stuff I want for the video, then I just get onto the plane, put all the stuff on my laptop, and I'm just sitting there editing until the plane lands, really.
nice.
And the plane lands and I export, and we post from there.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Awesome. All right. What do you want to do with this one? Do we want to watch this one or
No, I don't think we need to watch all 9 minutes.
Yeah.
But this
all
is
9 minutes?
Yeah.
This is the series, the GB Rewind. This is for the first one of the year against Penn State, and this is all credit to Orr. Like, him and I shot the game. He edited the whole thing, and then we had a couple shots from the people I say the people upstairs, but
Husker Vision?
no,
No?
the Corn Crib. So there's
Okay.
the video people that do all of athletics. So we have a couple of their shots in there as well. They're insane upstairs. They have some great shooters, some great editors. They're a phenomenal team.
All right. We'll play a little preview then.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, yeah.
I want you guys to forget we're a family. You know what I mean? We're a family. No matter what happens, no matter who's out there, we support each other. We're going to keep that energy today. Everyone who's not in, who is in, we're going to bring it. I got a great feeling. No matter what happens, ups and downs, keep your head up. No more head down on the sideline, none of that bull. We're here for each other. For each other. That's what it's about, man. That's what we're going to remember.
I don't know what's going
You
on.
feel me? Let's do that. Yeah, I know I will. And I want to win. You feel me? I want to win. It's not about me. It's not about him. It's about us. Let's not forget that.
Like I've said all along, I think we have two really good players. I feel for Adrian, that's a tough position to be in, and he's poured his heart and soul into this. But those guys are going to compete, and I'm comfortable with both of them in a game. I thought we just needed a spark, and gave Luke a shot.
So
he deserved
good.
it.
Yes.
All right, so we'll end there. If you want to go watch the rest, please do on the Nebraska football
Yeah.
Twitter page.
Yeah. You'll be
Facebook,
glad that you did.
Instagram. Yeah.
Dude,
Or is insane.
That one shot, that was like I've like said something. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Like-
He's
was
insane. I cannot brag on him enough, man.
Yes.
He's crazy.
Yeah, and he gave us the opportunity to help out with that with the uniform reveal video.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's just he's one of the most humble, one of the kindest guys I know, and he's just one of the best in the industry. And just when you get that combination in one person, it's just there's nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not enough words I can say about him to describe the kind of guy that he is.
He seems like he fits very well at Nebraska. Like it's a good fit.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it is as well. It definitely is. I think he understands the culture well. I think he understands what's expected of him and what's expected of us, and everything like that. And I think that he hits the social medias to a T. And I think that everything that we do is respected and fits the brand. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, we're kind of at the 40-minute point. So do you want to transition from here into some other stuff we can talk about? What do you think?
Yeah. What's today? What's today? The November what?
23rd. Right?
23 days in the No Shave November.
Hey, yes.
I know what you guys think.
How's it looking?
Can't even see mine. I'm like blonde. You can't even see.
Blonde beard.
I know. All right. From there, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna transition into some sports.
Sports.
That's some sports for us, folks.
Bro, you know we're going to have to cut that out.
Audio. If you listen to it on Spotify, Apple, Anchor FM, something else, Breakers FM, all of it is in there. So make sure you go watch us on YouTube, listen to the audio. God, it's all great.
Hate YouTube.
So, sports.
I've not been keeping up, so educate me.
Okay, well, let's see.
You seem like you're always up to date.
The Cowboys won and the Browns won. I know that. Browns look good.
Titans did a fantastic job versus the Ravens.
I'm becoming more of a Titans fan. I'll tell you that.
Because of me?
Because of Will Compton. Busting with the boys. That's all I can say.
He's got a fantastic podcast. I think that's definitely the definition of pulling off two things while you're doing a professional sport.
Yeah, and I think I this is gonna sound horrible. I didn't know anything about him until I came here, and I don't know anything about Busting with the Boys. I've never watched an episode.
Really?
But I do know that he has done a fantastic job of promoting it and promoting himself. And I think that football, I keep going back to this about brands and branding and self-image and stuff like that, just because that's where my mind has been at these past couple months. But for him to be able to take his platform with football and then put it onto making a podcast and going on to Barstool Sports and everything like that, he's become a podcaster that plays football.
Yes.
Instead of a football player who has a podcast. And I think that's the biggest differentiator. Help me out.
Differentiator.
Thank you. And
like a stroke or something?
That's the biggest
differentiator
when it comes to branding yourself and developing
your
following like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's why I'm a big Will Compton fan. And then I always see his Tennessee tweets when it's like he puts all the Tennessee players' heads on like a movie scene.
Yes.
And then like it's just like the best movie scene ever with the Tennessee Titan helmets on it and everything. It's so fun.
How do you feel about that? Because that's separate from player branding and team branding.
Yeah.
Because in that sense, he's a person. You know, you can identify with him and what he says, not so much as a team, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like it's two different
Memes and memes, whatever.
We're going to rag on you for this.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's two different situations. I mean, if you're a person and your brand is posting memes, then go ahead.
Yeah. I feel like in that sense, I see it as a better context to do it.
I agree with you.
Because you know, like especially the only time that I've seen brands feel the need to speak about something in a sports sense was recently with like Black Lives Matter stuff, is because everyone was called to make a statement about it. So yeah, but like you know, like LeBron James will even post about stuff that he individually cares about, you know, and it's still part of his brand too. So it's like in that sense it makes more sense, I guess, in my eyes.
And maybe something this pops in my head. Maybe something that it is like humanizing Ohio State football. Or humanizing
Sacramento Kings basketball.
Yeah, but to an extent though, because I don't know how much memes can humanize Ohio State football, and I don't know how you can humanize football.
True.
I'm not the right person to ask, but it's an interesting topic.
So anyway,
to humanize football.
Sports.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Give me
I was just like,
It's all good. So I'm just trying to think. NBA draft was a while ago.
shout out RJ Hampton. Shout out Tyrese Maxey. All DFW products. Tyrese went to where? Oh, he went to the 76ers. He's from South Garland. Probably 20 minutes outside of Dallas. Shout out to him. Shout out to RJ. Went 24th. Got drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks and then got traded to the Denver Nuggets. So he's gonna be in Denver. Shout out to him. He from Little Elm, Texas. I don't know, probably like 45 minutes outside of Dallas. I probably shouldn't be dropping their locations like this. No, Little Elm and Little Elm and South Garland are big cities. They're not gonna figure out stuff. And
they won't be there for long.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They just moved. And yeah, Keith. Never mind. They're not gonna be listening. But shout out to Keith.
Tell them to listen.
Shout out to Keith in Boulder at the University of Colorado. He's gonna be booed up with RJ now.
Nice.
Because they were homeboys.
Nice.
Interesting how life works like that, huh?
It is crazy. it's crazy. But yeah, let's see. NBA draft. Melo went 3. So he's on the Hornets now.
Is he good, bro?
I mean,
the big baller brand that he's just.
Well, I think LeVar Ball kind of destroyed their reputation, especially Lonzo.
Is the one kid still with the Lakers?
Lonzo's on the Pelicans.
Is he still playing?
Yeah.
How is he looking?
He's pretty good. I mean, he's in the NBA. He's a starting NBA player.
He starts?
Yeah.
What happened to the one player that got caught stealing in China?
That was his brother, LiAngelo.
He was the middle kid, right?
Yeah, he's not in the NBA.
Yeah, he probably didn't get any attention as a kid being the middle kid. Damn, poor guy.
So Lonzo, Melo was playing in Australia.
Yes, yeah, he. That's the same thing that RJ did. They skipped. RJ's story is crazy, but did Lonzo skip his senior year of high school?
I think so.
Yeah, the same thing with RJ. RJ skipped his senior year of high school, didn't go to college, went overseas, got a bag in New Zealand, and then now he just went to the NBA draft and got another big old bag.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
so cool.
That's what Lonzo?
Melo.
That's what Melo did as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now the whole LeVar versus MJ debate's coming up now. See if he can beat him one-on-one. LeVar's going to get his ass whooped.
Yeah. No, oh my goodness, bro. This all connects. So something crazy with that is that college is starting to lose top recruits to places like New Zealand and across seas and to the NBA G League.
Oh, G League, yeah.
Because it's like the
minor leagues.
Yeah.
Oh.
So top high school players are starting to go to the minor leagues and the G League, sorry. And they're starting to get bags in the G League. So I'm pretty sure that's what started the name, image, and likeness thing to pop up.
Really?
I'm almost
protect
positive.
players. Because, I mean, that's what a basketball player started the whole thing. Because before, when UCLA had a guard, Ed O'Bannon, on the Bruins for UCLA, they used his name and his image and his likeness in the NCAA basketball games.
Yeah.
And he sued him, and he won a bunch of freaking money. Ooh. So that's why they stopped making those games.
Yep.
You can't make money. That's why they can't sell personalized jerseys anymore. Mm-hmm. So, like, when you can get, like, a Rex Burkhead 22 jersey, you can't. You can just get, like, a 2020 or a Scott Frost jersey.
Oh.
And that's it. So, now that they're bringing it back, they might be able to bring a football game back or a basketball game back.
Right. Yep.
So, that's all. I'm guessing that's another reason why people are going overseas and going to the G League so they can make money.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. Because if you're a top recruit in high school, are you going to go to the G League and get a bag, or are you going to go to college for a year and not make any money and then not be protected at all?
True. And I also think that's a risk, too. That's a risk, too.
Yeah,
because
no, definitely.
Going to the G League or going overseas, you could not even get a name.
What do you mean?
Like Zion Williamson went to Duke. Yeah. That's how he blew up. I mean, yes, he was amazing in high school, and he won the dunk contest, and he was a monster.
Right.
But if he would have went overseas, that would have, like, completely wrecked his image.
Yeah, and I think that's the one thing that sucks about going to the G League and going to overseas is that straight out of high school playing that competition is gonna mess with you.
Yeah, because, I mean, you got people in their 30s and 40s playing in the overseas, and you're this 18, 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You're going to get wrecked. Yeah. Or you could, you could own them and make
But then it's the exposure and that already established platform to be recognized with an already established thing, aside from minor league or G leagues. And
it's all personal opinion. I mean, it's whatever the player wants to do is what
I mean, there's pros and cons of it at that point. But if they can, revise the name, image, and likeness thing, then that kind of removes a barrier where it would probably bring people back.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think what what happened was like the NBA or something removed the rule to where they counted the G League as your 1 year out of high school before you can get drafted.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, I mean, they did it a few years ago. You have to do at least one
Gap year or something.
in college or the G League or something. Because, I
Yeah.
mean, LeBron and Kobe went straight out of high school.
Mhm.
I think the reason they did that was so if they do go, which most of them do go to college, they'll have that degree to fall back on.
Yeah.
But not even, though, because it's just 1 year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they suck in the NBA, they can go back and they can finish their degree with 1
Oh,
year.
yeah. I actually heard something about that. Like, a lot of schools actually, like, guarantee you to come back for 4 years regardless.
Exactly. So, like, Draymond Green, who played at Michigan State, he actually played on the football team.
Really?
Yeah, and he sucked. But that's a bad example. I think it was John Wall on the Wizards. Not anymore. But on the Wizards, he actually completed his degree last year in the NBA.
Yeah.
Because he was hurt.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
that's a cool thing they can do is you can go back
That's kind of funny.
and just finish that. So
Right, and then even if you're in the NBA, you have millions. You could be like, fuck it, what's a...
Well, I'm saying,
sorry.
if you
F
suck.
it, F it, what's a college degree?
I already
to-
said
you know
the
what I
F
mean?
word.
Yeah.
Frick it.
So, what else is going on in sports? UFC fight.
We got to talk about something else.
Hold on. One more. That UFC fight.
Yeah, Conor McGregor is set to fight Justin Poirier.
Number
No
2.
way.
Again.
When?
in,
2.
Like January 23rd.
Wait. They fought once?
Yeah, and Conor McGregor wiped the floor with him first round.
Yeah. It was bad.
I
Try to
don't
pull up
know.
a picture of Dustin Poirier.
I don't know why they're rematching.
I know his name. I need to see his face to remember him.
You should watch it. Like they
Frick.
posted it on their Instagram.
I
recently.
forgot. I don't have any internet on here. You got to do it yourself. Sorry.
Okay.
But it's yeah, he's a small, quicker dude too. You know, he's a striker, I'm pretty sure. But McGregor just touched him up, you know, and just gradually, as he does with most people,
Oh, snap.
just strikes him a couple of times.
Mhm.
You know, they're stunned. Then he gets one good hit on them. They drop. He just, it was. I'm a little confused why there's being a, you know, like a rematch with that because he just. It would be different if it was like, ooh, good one, you know, like
Yeah.
that was close, but it wasn't even a competition.
Yeah.
But
Whoops.
Interesting. I love watching Conor fight, regardless of who
oh
it is.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
my favorite.
He's a great fighter.
He
Yeah.
kind of
And
lost
he's
me
just
with some of the stuff he was doing at the end.
post Habib.
Yeah,
Even
so
pre Habib.
yeah,
with
pre that
with
too.
the dolly and the buzz.
Yeah, it's like all right, man, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Crazy coke rages, probably. Steroid rages. Who knows? Who knows what that guy's on? He's
Yes.
a freak.
He's on confidence. That's what it is. He's on adrenaline. He's just one of those dudes. Like he genuinely believes that he's like God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
is
yeah.
good for, you know, maybe fighting purposes when you're in the ring, but outside of that, you kind of become a piece of shit.
Yeah. Pretty entertaining though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some
Alright.
fights.
Well, now we'll do a segment we haven't done in a while, in a few weeks. We're going to do Florida Man. Florida Man USA.
Okay.
So get out your phones. Get out your phones. Go ahead and find a Florida Man segment from everywhere but Florida
On a whim.
on a whim.
What? Hey,
Let's just play it real quick. Get the intro in
Jordan.
there.
You're
Yeehaw.
yo.
Tell her to wait. Tell her to wait.
Bro, hold on.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
You want to call her on the podcast?
No, God, no.
Sure.
I think-
I got my Bluetooth.
Look,
Oh my God.
SOS.
Jordan. is blown up right now.
I need to take care of that.
Okay.
Florida man.
Jordan.
Jordan, man.
Jordan, man.
This is something that Florida man would do.
Yeah.
Wait, is this me clocking out? Or am I gonna come back?
Obviously, you can come back.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
All right, thank you guys for having me on the podcast. Love it. Thank you guys for listening. I might be back. I'm so sorry.
I'm very confused.
He's got to take care of his woman.
Okay. You're watching Jordan Litten walk out live.
Don't hit the camera.
He's gonna hit it. Just,
Oh. What? No, don't close the door. Oh, dang it.
we lost him. He's a busy man.
He is a busy man. So this is our first solo. We're going to go solo here.
Wait, it is. We could have.
That's crazy, bro.
just stare at each other.
It's crazy. You want to move over there? That way we can look at each other?
Honestly, yeah.
Bet. Look at this. We're innovating. We're learning for next year. Huh? I go upi.com is where you find all sorts of different weird news stories. Send them in to us. Homonymous Podcast at gmail.com. Do it, guys.
She's calling me. Okay.
Is she really? Hold on.
Hey, Evelyn.
Are you busy right now?
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
I'll call you back. Oh my god, bro!
This has turned into an interesting episode of the Homonymous Podcast.
What is going on?
I don't even know.
Dude, the girls, they knew. They were like, they're doing the podcast. We're going to call them.
Must
Just
be.
like freak out all at once.
Yeah, for real. Man, I'm glad I'm single. Jeez.
Bro, I don't know, concerned that.
Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. All right, our first Florida Man USA segment of the day comes from UPI.com. An 8mm film was returned to a Minnesota library after 40 years of being overdue.
An 8mm film?
Film.
What?
An 8mm film.
Like a movie that's on, like... Bro,
Movie.
That's actually crazy.
So, November 20th, this was a few days ago, employees at a Minnesota library found an unusual item in a return bin, an 8mm film that was over 40 years overdue. Dan Buckanaga, that's his name, Dan Buckanaga, an employee at the Duluth Public Library, said he was emptying a return bin when he spotted that what he initially thought was a CD audiobook, but turned out it was an 8mm movie on a reel.
So it was from that library.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said, I'd never seen one before, he said. The film reel, a copy of a classic silent film, A Trip to the Moon. Have you ever seen that? Where the missile goes in the moon's eye.
Yeah, that's
that
what
classic.
it is?
Yeah. And it said, was accompanied by a Post-it note reading, sorry, check this out when I was 14 and we moved.
Dude.
It's 40 years overdue, but better late than never.
Oh my god.
Randall
that's actually
Brody,
cool.
54, came forward as the man who returned the film. He said he found it in a box in his garage a year earlier, and remembered he and his brother had checked it out in the library September 2nd, 1980,
Dude.
shortly before his family moved to North Dakota. He didn't know what to do. He thought it might have been some value, but then he offered to pay the late fee.
What, like $4,000?
Oh, it must have been something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And he returned it. So Johnson, the guy said the library no longer as the means to test whether the film is still watchable, as the old projection room was transformed long ago into bathrooms.
Right. They're like, no, we need that. That guy hasn't returned it yet.
So this guy returned a film 40 years overdue.
Okay, so that's not like that's weird.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know that I would say.
Okay, hold on before you make your mind up.
Okay.
The only reason I say this is Florida Man is the fact that I think anybody in the right mind wouldn't even return it. They would just keep it or throw it away.
That's true.
The fact that he returned it after 40 years
yeah, like, oh, here you go.
to the same library, leaving a Post-it note.
Dude. That's pretty good.
That's the only reason I'm saying this is definitely a Florida Man.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
All right, Florida Man confirmed. Yeah. So, what do you got for us?
I think man wins $100,000 by buying 20 identical lottery tickets for one drawing. No. Chinese elephant.
Chinese elephant.
Exactly.
I've got another one if we want to do it real quick.
You might have to sub me in real quick.
Okay, so this one is Canadian town posts a sign reading, "Do not let moose lick your car." And that is all I will say.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah, just listen to that headline. So we have a video here.
This warning on your travels through Canada, a little town in the province of Alberta is warning drivers not to let the local moose lick their cars. And they will try to do that because what happens, cars get covered with road salt and the moose, they love salt. Local officials warn, though, that if the animals get comfortable with being close to cars, they could become a serious traffic danger. They say if a moose approaches, you're supposed to just drive away. Don't pull over and try to take a selfie for the gram or anything like that.
For the gram.
Avoid any personal interaction with moose, with wildlife. We have to say that now because people try to do this, and the moose might look friendly, but I tell you what, you know what they say, Robin?
They'll kill you dead.
They'll kill you dead. Hopefully you don't get copyrighted on that with the background.
Yeah, that was funny though.
Yeah.
You know what? That's pretty weird.
That's gotta be a Florida man right there. That's something a Florida town would do. Like, don't let alligator bite your bumper.
Yeah.
Or something like weird like that.
You know what it is? Florida moose.
Florida moose confirmed.
Florida moose confirmed. Yes.
Yeehaw! All right.
Well,
you know what? I think Jordan is a lost cause.
Yeah,
so.
and I'm needed as well. So
we'll
may have to wrap up here.
So this has been the Homonymous Podcast. My name is Alex Neal.
My name is Ethan Weldon.
Make sure you go check out Jordan and all of his stuff. Twitter, Instagram. Does he have a YouTube? I don't think he does.
Yeah, he does.
He does. YouTube, all of that. Make sure you check out the Homonymous Podcast on Spotify, Apple. Check this out on YouTube. Obviously, if you're listening to it, go watch it. If you're watching this, go listen to it. If you have any Florida man suggestions, send it into the homonymouspodcast@gmail.com. Check out our Instagram. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Facebook.
All this stuff.
Twitter's at Homonymous Pod.
Yeah.
Instagram is at the Homonymous Podcast. And Facebook is facebook.com/the H0MONYMOUS podcast.
We might have to work on standardizing our @s a little bit more.
I can't. Well,
we'll work on it.
We can't have that word in there. That's why I have to be a zero.
Oh my god! Facebook censoring us.
How dare you?
That's right.
Ethan, anything else?
No, I think we'll probably try and get some stuff set up in the future here. But thanks for listening as always.
Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.